Success stories. There are many, but there are two that I'd like to talk about. The first one has to do with when I first joined Ernst & Young. And I think I mentioned that one of the reasons why I joined Ernst & Young was because it was a global company. And one of the industries that I service is automotive. And automotive, even though it's based here in Detroit, is very, very global. In the automotive industry, there's a shutdown period that starts right before the Christmas holidays and ends right after January 1st. And so typically when people come back from the holidays, boom, production starts up in force again. And because the automotive industry is in just-in-time in their inventory, if any supplier is not able to come back up, it jeopardizes their production in their manufacturing facilities, which is a big deal. It costs lots of money to shut an assembly facility down. So we got a call in the morning at 8:30, like on January 3rd, saying, "Can you get a team in China? We have a supplier that has gone dark." And so I called my counterpart in Beijing, and I asked him to provide, sort of the team that he would put together. He provided that by noon. We provided it to our client at noon, and we had a conference call at 7 p.m. that night, which would have been 8 a.m. in China. And within 1 hour, we had a team at the supplier. So it really was 12 hours from the time I got the call until the time we got a team on the ground in China, from Detroit to China. It was seamless. It was beautiful. It was a thing of beauty. And our client was totally ecstatic because within a few days, we had the company up and running again. Of course, it took a lot of, work with a lot of people, the people at the supplier, the people at my client. And my client had locations both in China and here in the U.S. But with everybody working together, we had the company back up and running and supplying parts, and there was never a threat to anybody's production. So that's number one. The second success story has to do with people. And even though I'm a finance person and we work through, difficult issues, I'm always focused on my team and how my team is doing and how my team is performing and how my team is excelling and how they're getting to the next level for themselves. And so probably one of the happiest moments for me is when they get promoted. And since I've been at E&Y, probably I will have 2 team members that will be promoted to partner and several team members that are promoted to senior manager and manager. And for me, that is probably one of the most wonderful things to see because it's always well-deserved and it's always nice to see the team get rewarded for their work. So those are my 2 success stories that I probably get most excited about.